Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 5. Let's talk about it. And we are back. Atletico Madrid 5, Real Madrid 2. Now, without context, that is a brazy scoreline. Brazy. But with context, calma. Xavi Alonso clearly tried to get the win, and that's why we conceded the last goal. And the other four goals were two crosses and two set pieces. Like, chillax, it's not that crazy. Anyways, I gotta give a special shout out to two people. Alvarez, can't even hate on that guy. He's just a baller. I remember in the second half, even when Raúl Asensio tackled him, he just got up like he was Messi. Got up and try to score a goal. You gotta give respect for him. He was baller today. He's always been a baller, and he's been showing it on base stages, especially for his club Atletico Madrid, which is tough because they always play defensive ball. Shout out Simeone, and who is the second shadow because his tactics today was on point. Even though it feels like his tactics and formations are always the same, and he always played like a round ball, you could tell, especially on the offensive, he knew as well as the team knew to exploit our weakness in the air. When out in the air and in the back. The crosses in the first half were excellent. Salah got on it I think a couple of times, but he scored once from it. And then Linomad, I think he scored twice, my bad. And then Linomad attempted the hit, but it hit his handball and then went in the net. So that didn't count, but you could tell that they saw the exploit, which is a defense, and then they exploited it. So I gotta give a shout out to Simeone as well, because that's just good football. As for my team, Real Madrid Football Club, um, está muy mal, but it's okay. It's our first loss in 8 games. I'm not even gonna hate too much. Player for player, Thibaut could have done better a couple of times when it comes to coming out. Like, he has to be more modern in a sense. He's very traditional based and he stays back a lot. Sometimes he has to come out and be more modern, like more of a modern keeper like David Raya or Allison type. Right back position, it would be Danny. Danny was fine. No issues with him. It won't be too harsh. Adam Militao, first half was brilliant. I think got a little knock when he did that tackle against Salah. Other center back, Dean, he's young. He needs a little bit more experience, so I won't be too harsh on him. But it was one of his poorer games, or not as good of a game, I would say. Alvaro, he needs to do better. I'm not gonna lie, but first game out of 8 games that he played poor, a lot of times the Atletico Madrid went to him to dispossess him to score a goal. So for me, I think for him, I think for the back four, it's one of those learning curves where you rewatch the tapes and then you just become better. First loss in 8 games. Why are we harping so much on this? Midfield, Arda Güler, fabulous. He played in the RM position, but you could see him coming in the mid more. It wasn't like a strictly RM RW. It was more like a RM RCM LCM sometimes, CAM sometimes. Sometimes he was playing the 10. Drew was playing the 8. I had no issues with Arda Güler. He even attempted those through balls and he got them one off with Mbappe, but that was just Mbappe doing Mbappe things and sliding at home. Shout out King Kylian. Jude was poor, but context, he just came back from surgery, like a 3-month surgery, so it's understandable. You're not gonna be at your fullest or your fittest, and it was the first time playing 90 minutes or first time starting in a while. So I won't be too harsh on him, but he wasn't good. Execution wise, he wasn't good. Dribble wise, he wasn't good. Defensively, he wasn't good. But he just came back from injury, and we know what you can do, so there's no issues with him. Valverde was fine. Valverde, Tchouaméni were fine. No issues. The classic game from both of them. Vinicius Jr., he got the assist to Güler. That was a lovely movement. Outside of that, he was solid. He'll get you the GA for sure. When Rodrigo came in, he won't get you anything. He might even look nice, but even today, he didn't even look nice. Although I will say for Rodrigo, he didn't have enough time to showcase his ability. And at that point, I felt like Madrid was playing 12 people at the back. Yes, 12 people because the fans were crazy. The fans were next to goalie. Nah, but shout out Simeone for that tactic. You know what you're going to get when you play Atletico Madrid. Camavinga, when he came on, he was okay as well. He was actually pretty good because he had to play that ball winning role, and he does that pretty well. So he was okay in that department. Raúl Asensio, I won't be too harsh on him because I know he has a case. He has a case on him, and he's probably focusing on that, which sucks for us because when he didn't have a case and when he wasn't focusing on that, he was one of our better defenders last season. But ever since his case came out, it's public and it's kind of political. It's kind of like, should we even play him? He's been playing like dog water. So it's hopefully he gets that resolved because he's not been playing at his top game, to be honest. Um, I forgot who else came on, but King Killian was fine. When he gets his chances, he scores. The season has been okay. Even in the loss of 5-2, he still has a G. I ain't saying no GA, I'm saying a G. So King Killian and the team, yeah, it's fine. Overall, it was just good tactics from Atletico Madrid. Don't let the scoreline deceive you. It was a pretty tight game until the pen and the free kick. The free kick kind of solidified it, and then Xabi Alonso tried to get a point back or 3 points back, which is why we put more of our offensive players from the subs, and we took off a lot of our defensive players, starting defensive players, which is how they scored the last goal, I would say. But Atletico Madrid, Simeone, I can't hate. You guys deserve the win. The city is red and white for now, I would say. But yeah, Madrid is still on top of the table. Hopefully, Barcelona loses tomorrow. I will say outside of this game, Chelsea lost, Liverpool lost. So a lot of my friends aren't like ganging up on me because their team lost as well. But for Madrid, no, we take on the look. We look at the tapes. We assess what happened and we just move forward. First loss, it's thank God it came early and not late, and when in which it could have been a crucial game. But Metropolitano is a different area, different arena. We have history. We have history there, toxic history, but not much more that can be said. Hala Madrid. I think shout out Xabi, good coach. Diego just outsmarted him today, and it's a learning process. Once again, I'm repeating myself. But ciao, take care. Hala Madrid.